Okay, how about now? My back. No, I wasn't muted. OBS sometimes just for whatever bizarre reason forgets my mic. it's it's there, it's set up, but some days it doesn't do it all the time, and but it does occasionally just say, "Yeah, I don't remember what's supposed to be plugged in here." It just stops working. So so yeah, good to know. Thanks. um, okay, so I'm gonna do a quick. Let's do this here. I'm gonna do a. I don't know if I can do this fast enough, but we're gonna find out. Go. Anyway, cool. So anyway, this quick review of what I've got working in the game. So you can click through all of the pages. Oh, I'm gonna mess things up. Okay, it's working. Okay, so this is the roster page in its current state. I have a lot of places to go with this. I want to add some filtering. I want to change the way these are sorted on them. I want to be able to put, obviously I'm going to put stats that are viewable in a way that you can look at them a little bit cleaner. So like when you're comparing players, I want to have that kind of thing on there. That's where it's going. But right now, you can look at the players and it pops up and just kind of shows you what their current, who the current player is. Now, eventually, I would also like to put the actual 3D model in these windows, not just the image of the 3D figure. So the 3D model, maybe I'll have him like, I don't know, if I ever get some breathing animations on it, maybe they'll just sit there and they look like they're, you know, just sitting there. Well, just something makes them a little bit more live images. That's the goal. Now, then I have the, I did break playbook. Dang nabbit. Okay, so there's a bug. I have to adjust. I'm going to bring that back up here. The bug is if I scroll too fast from page to page, it memorizes where it was when it got cut off. And then every time after that, when you go back to that page, it'll remember where it was cut off, not at its original size. That's a bug. I'll get to it. That's one of the coming fixes that I'm working on. Oh, bummer. Hopefully that'll be fixed quickly. All right, so anyway, back to what I was doing. I would say this is the playbook editor. I don't currently have it, so you can actually drag anything into the playbook. This is your available plays. A user's available plays are those they've earned or gotten through the game's interface, achievements, whatever. You gain more and more plays, and your playbook will grow, and you'll be able to put more plays in it. Now, everybody has plays, by the way. You get everything that comes as part of the default playbook, as well as some random plays I'll give you just to give you something at the start of the game. But then after that, it'll be easy achievements where you're getting new plays along the way. You get players by way of just playing, right? But your players get a collection level, and eventually they go into your collection book, and they become part of your accessible thing and your accessible collection. Collection is not currently viewable on here because, again, that's a coming feature, but that's down the road. I've already set up services for that, but it's not yet plugged in. Okay, so after the playbook editor, which you can kind of select the plays. Right now, you're just seeing all the plays I have. One of my broken things, which does normally work, is that you can see the play images, but you can see they're currently not. But those will be on the docket for getting fixed. That's what I've been doing lately, is cleaning up all of the things I've broken over time because I've changed, add, enhanced, refactored stuff, and some things kind of got kind of unplugged. Okay, so the big thing I'm working on currently is the game plan. So there is the game plan allows you to go through and just, let's see if I can go. I have a couple of bugs on here too, so don't shoot me just yet. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say losing by more than 21. And then if we're losing by more than 21, we're gonna make sure that we take a pass long, and we're gonna go with a 0 count. We want formations that don't have any and go high receivers. So this 01 is the, what do you call it? The personnel setting. This means 0 running backs, 1 tight end. The rest are receivers. That's what that means. You can have a second choice. We're going to go with a pass medium. And since it's only second down, according to my logic. So again, we're going to go, we'll let this one be a 2 tight end set. Now, you want to kind of go with, of course, none of these things are inactive, but are activated. The game will have longer delays if you're changing formations. So if you're changing, I'm sorry, not formations, but personnel. So it just basically means the clock is going to tick a little bit more if you're going through, you're changing personnel. So you kind of want to keep the same personnel if you're trying to go quickly. So if you're down by 21, keep that in mind. That's a lot. That's a long way to be behind, especially if, say, for example, there is less than 5 minutes left in the game. So favorite play, that's the thing I want to work on next. Doesn't currently work. So the idea behind that one is it's going to be like this, except you can specifically put in what play that meets this criteria from your playbook into that spot. And you can see now it adds it in. And now I've got my 01 pass long and 01 pass medium. And the dash is, I got to get rid of the dash. But for now, that's what you see. So the game plan is slowly getting going. This is the edit. This is edit user. You will not see edit team and default. That's for me. That's so I can actually change and set and update what plays and stuff actually show up on the on these playbooks, which are what everybody gets to use. So. Also, the ability to delete an account should work, but I'm not clicking it right now. Streamer key. This is used for the streamer option for streaming your game, which basically attaches a game that you're running to some endpoints that you can put into your a bot, like a Nightbot or something like that. And then that Nightbot will it accepts user commands, like somebody can say sub in, and it'll put them in at QB, sub in QB, sub in running back, whatever, and it puts them into the game. So now their player will be the one running, and the game keeps track of anybody who subs in, and therefore you can actually do something like stats, my stats or something like that. And you type that in, it goes to that endpoint, it goes and gets what your stats are. So if you've subbed in at running back and quarterback at anybody's game, anybody, it doesn't even have to be that streamer. It could be 5 different streamers. You just keep subbing yourself in. If you go watch all these streamers, I'm assuming I'm going to have a couple streamers playing the game. If there's nobody playing it, I'll play it. And then you can sub in on my game. But it'll come back with it'll pop up a little stats, you know, or 5 for 5 passing, 3 carries for 110 yards or something. I don't know, whatever your stats are. So it'll keep track of that stuff. It's just going to store it in the back end, and then when you type the command, it'll go fetch it and feed it back to the chat window. So anyway, there you go. There's my current status of things. A quick view of what this does. This is actually the kickoff. This is where you'll actually get to do your simulation. You got quick play, which you can set your time for. Scrimmage is a special thing. It doesn't take time. It's actually a practice thing. Guys can get hurt, but they can also gain experience. It's the only place where you can play a game type thing against other teams or even against your own team and earn experience for your players outside of practice and whatever else you can do. Head-to-head. Head-to-head allows you to put in a team opponent ID, so your friends or just somebody you want to challenge, or even just because you'll see their ID whenever your team plays them. And if you want to play them again, like maybe you've heard this team is really good, you can just stick their ID in there and you can go play a head-to-head against them. They won't necessarily be on the other side. You're just playing against their team, your team against their team. It's a chance to specifically set some up games against them. Coaching mode, this is where you would actually go in and you can call your own plays. It's a chance for you to play against other teams, you being the coach. The reason I've set that up as separate from quick play is because in order to have a fair comparison, it's basically quick plays your game plan versus other people's game plans. It's not your play picking versus their play picking. And then league play, this is only for AI leagues, so it won't work in a league where there's other people in it. But like if this is for your offline league, if you have one, and you say, okay, I've done all my stuff for the week. Go to league play. It'll kick off the next game or the next week or whatever it is, and your games will play. Now, if you select one of these, it'll pop you into this where it's going to pick your opponent, and then you can open up the game. Now, what it's supposed to be showing is this, which for some reason is not showing. See, there's actually what you're supposed to see. It wasn't activating yet. So you can, well, normally you can click the cameras and it'll rotate the screen and you can see who's all on there. But apparently we're going to have a compile. I don't know what we're compiling because I don't remember changing anything that requires compiling at the moment. Basically, apparently turning this on triggers a compile. But there you go. That's current status for this week. Oh, look, it decided to work. Okay, so I can change in my angles here. It did not load any teams. It's supposed to load the teams. But you can see here, there's two little guys on here right now, but they're sitting on top of the logo. And I don't have a zoom ability on here. So, but you can kind of see them in the screen, one right there, one right there. Normally I had the previous team loading, but they chose not to load. Probably because it wasn't loaded at the time and it didn't know what to do because it wasn't visible. So anyway, there we go. There's my weekly update for fantasy football. Next steps, completing my game plans, getting favorite plays in there. Hopefully building an actual game plan. I don't know if it's going to be a week or if it's going to be 2 weeks to do that. Next week I'm not doing much, so it may actually be 3 weeks because I'll be out of town a bit. And it's going to take a little bit to build the default game plan, just because that takes time. I will be back. I wanted this to be kind of a short stream, just because I want to separate my update from others. So I'm going to log off. I'll log back on shortly, and maybe I'll actually just play a game or something because it's Friday. I'm kind of off work, and it's time to start doing something else.